Today, we're diving into Mogashan Vault's rankings, and the Warcraftlogs data is rolling in. We're breaking down 25-man heroic parses, damage, healing, and everything in between to see who's really making waves this tier. For a quick refresher, MSV has 6 bosses, with both 10 and 25-man versions, normal and heroic. I'll mostly be covering 25-man heroic with a few exceptions, and keep in mind this info is current as of August 18th. Now, let's get 6 feet under and dig in. Alright, let's open it up with the big picture. 25-man heroic overall parses. This is where we get the clearest look at who's putting up numbers 2 weeks into Mogashan Vaults, and it's already shaping into some interesting trends. Right now, sitting at the top of the board, Protection Warriors. Yep, tanks leading the way. But hey, that's not out of left field. With Vengeance scaling the way it does, tanks putting up big numbers is nothing new. Toss in a fight with multiple targets and high tank damage, and suddenly, your main tank looks like your raid's DPS carry. Unholy Death Knights and Arms Warriors are rounding out the top 3, keeping Melee's momentum strong. While Melee as a whole are in a good spot, ranged aren't falling too far behind. Arcane Mage, for example, is holding tight in the top 6. So, it's not a runaway show for Melee. The gap isn't massive. Still, if you're swinging a weapon instead of casting from the back line, you're looking pretty comfortable right now. Now, let's talk about healers throwing punches. Mistweaver monks are by far leading the damage charts, with Discipline priests in second. Discipline's always had that edge in DPS, especially with Atonement. But Mistweavers, this is where it gets fun. The 5.4 changes to fist weaving? Oh, they're paying off. Monks are basically playing double duty right now, healing and putting out DPS numbers that no other healer spec can touch. On the raw healing side, it's Holy Priests sitting at number 1, with Resto Shamans right behind. I'm not too surprised to see Resto Shamans near the top, crazy strong this expansion. Just remember though, healing parses are a bit trickier, raid comp and padding can skew them, so take things with a grain of salt. Now, if you look at tank healing, things get really interesting. Brewmaster monks and blood DKs are right at the top, pumping out huge numbers. Prot warriors though, they're trailing way behind. And again, that's expected. As raids hit harder and Vengeance ramps up, everyone's healing numbers are going to rise. But here's my take. I wouldn't be shocked if Prot warriors self-healing creeps up later on, especially with those 5.4 shield barrier buffs and the 4 set factoring in. Something worth keeping an eye on. Alright, now we're zooming in boss by boss. Starting with Stoneguard. Tanks are dominating the top overall damage charts, followed closely by Windwalker monks and Arms Warriors. Leading the pack is Prot Warrior Eva Freedom, along with several other tank specs. When we focus on top DPS players, it's Arms Warrior's Shoop, followed by another warrior and a Windwalker. For speed kills, Newman is in first place with a 1 minute 27 second kill, doing it with just a solo tank and 4 healers. Efficient, clean, and deadly. On Feng, the rankings start to shift. DPS stats show Subtlety Rogues at the top, closely trailed by Arcane Mages and Unholy Death Knights. Overall top damage belongs to Blood DK, Jelly DKX, and the DPS leaderboard features 3 Subtlety Rogues, with Just Wu taking the lead. Speed kill honors go to Therapy, with a 3 minute and 33 second kill using 2 tanks and 3 healers. Gara'Jal keeps Subtlety Rogues shining at the top, followed by Arcane and Unholy. Overall top damage is Unholy DK Zerakai, followed by an Arcane Mage and another Unholy DK. Tanks lead with Blood DK Sojalicious, another Blood Death Knight, and a Prot Warrior rounding out the top 3. Speed kill? 9-9 took this boss down in 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Spirit Kings continues to highlight Subtlety Rogue, Unholy DK, and Survival Hunter for top DPS. Tank rankings are led by Prot Warrior Renews, then a Blood DK, and another Prot Warrior in third. Top DPS players are Arms Warrior Undergas, followed by 2 more Arms Warriors. Speed kill goes to Therapy, with an exact 5 minute time. 2 tanks, 3 healers. Elegon sees Unholy, Arcane, and Subtlety specs topping the charts. Overall damage goes to Unholy DK Accursed, Prot Paladin, and then a Shadow Priest. Tanks: Prot Paladin Flexton leads, followed by Blood DK and Brewmaster Monk. Speed kill for Elegon, 3 minutes, 26 seconds, goes to Therapy. Finally, Will of the Emperor. Damage stats show Prot Warrior, Prot Paladin, and Brewmaster Monk leading. Top DPS players. Surprisingly, Guardian Druid, Brother Bear, sneaks into the rankings, followed by 2 Prot Warriors. The very top 3 DPS players are all Arms Warriors, with Shoop in their name, likely the same player. Speed kill honors: Therapy again, finishing in 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Across all bosses, tanks are consistently showing up at the top, especially on multi-target fights where Vengeance really shines. Subtlety Rogues and Arms Warriors are maintaining strong DPS across multiple fights, while top healers like Mistweavers and Discipline Priests continue to make an impact in both healing and damage. And again, if you want to see healing parses or boss-specific damage breakdowns, leave a comment and I'll dive into those next. And a quick personal note: in the last raid, I came in number 1 overall for Prot Warriors in 25-man normal, and I can't wait to see how I stack up against the competition in Heroic. So that's your snapshot for Mogashan Vaults after the first couple of weeks. Top DPS, healing standouts, and speed kills all wrapped up. But don't get too comfortable, Heart of Fear drops later this week, and that's going to shake things up big time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into logs and want to see more boss-by-boss breakdowns, healing parses, or crazy player highlights, hit that like button and subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you want to see next. This has been Deadman Fred, bringing you the best in gaming from beyond the grave.